everybody. I'm Tony Carreri.
And I'm Chris Carreri with Lakeland's Realty,
where we live the life we sell. We are here with Daryl and Diana Reid today, and we're so excited to see you guys today. We've had a lot of great times with these guys, and had a lot of we've done a lot of deals together too.
Yeah.
And shout out Denise and Jeff Queen. Thank y'all. They called me a while back. They had another house around the corner, and they had just redone it, and I had seen it beforehand. And it wasn't a showpiece, let's put it that way. And when I came in and saw it, I was just blown away, right? I mean, they put HGTV to shame, I'm telling you. The style, and that's Diana with her style, and then Daryl brings it into reality. And I asked him, I said, you know, you got a beautiful place here. Why do you want to sell? And Daryl told me, I had the vision of the family coming down and enjoying it, and et cetera. And I said, okay. And he said, the problem is the family's coming down and they're enjoying it every weekend. So they need a little more space. So he said, you got anything with about 400 feet of water frontage? And I said, no, but I got one with about 1,000 feet of water frontage. And it's right around the corner. And we walked out and saw this, and then it was over at that point.
Oh.
It was over. In fact, we walked out, and I remember clear as day. And he's looking out. He didn't say anything for about a minute and a half. He's quiet, which is unusual for him. And
for sure.
And he turned around and he said, I think I'm a player for this one, Chief. And the rest is history, and you've been playing ever since, haven't you?
We're going to continue to play as long as she lets me, but it's come a long way here, and we've really enjoyed it. Our kids, our family, all our family, not just our kids, our grandkids. And, you know, we've had people come want to buy the place, and I asked my kids, they said, we want to keep it in the family forever. And I said, well, if that's what y'all want to do, that's what I'd rather do too.
I can vouch for that, because the first time I met your daughter at one of your many parties you've had here, and the first thing she said to me was, oh, you were their realtor. I said, yeah. She goes, it ain't for sale.
She always says that.
Well, and she had a figure to what we could sell it for, but since we did the additions, the figures changed.
Figures change. Yeah, your basis keeps going
They're
up.
variable. So.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
right.
And when you got it, it was kind of a blank canvas.
It was a little rough. Of course, 3 or 4 years of loving on anything, I think you could make it into something. And Di has some great ideas. And
Well, my vision was the beach. You know, I said, I want a beach area for the kids to play, the grandkids to play in. You know, that's going to be their sandbox. So that we did after we redid the house and did the yard, we did the beach area. And then the other stuff kind of grew as we went along, you know, the first tiny house, and then it just grew from there.
Yeah, so you've got the beach, you've got the pirate ship.
Yeah.
pirate ship playground
Two
with the
tiny
blue
houses.
ribbon.
Two tiny houses.
And the coach house.
And a coach house.
Yeah, and then we put in a fire pit. We've got that pavilion down there by the lake, which we just put in last year, and it's been fantastic. The shade down there was great during the summer.
I'll bet.
Is that
Have
the dance
that
pad
shade.
you're talking
Yes,
about? Is that the
yes.
dance pad? Okay.
And Labor Day, when we have the Labor Day party with the band, that's where the band stays under that cover, and the dance floor.
And a dance floor now
yeah.
this year. Yeah.
It's got a little dance floor by it. And,
You got to have a dance floor.
oh, yeah.
And you've done a lot of projects on the lake already. Well, several anyway.
I've done 2 or 3, and we both got a good friend out of that with Jason and his wife.
Oh, yeah.
They're straight across the lake. I think everything I do, I can look straight here and see it, though.
Which is really cool. Isn't
Yeah.
it? You can sit back and enjoy it. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, absolutely.
So what is it you love most about the lake, and what do you like to and enjoy to do on the water?
Well, me and Daryl, we'll get on our pontoon boat.
The old people's boat.
Yeah,
The
the
kids
old
tell
people's
us.
boat is what the kids
Old
call it.
people's
And
boat.
we like to just ride and watch the grandkids, you know, out there.
And we got quite a few friends. We just pull up to a
Yeah.
sandbar and sit and have a cocktail and
Yeah,
food together
yeah.
now.
There you go.
Quite a bit.
Right.
Jeff and Denise is one of them, and Don, Connor, and Linda. There's quite a few people that pull up, and we just have a ball sitting around talking to each other.
And the kids, our kids went in together and they bought a ski boat. So they take it out and surf, and now the grandkids are starting to learn how to surf, and they ride the tube, and we just love to watch them
Yeah, you just
do
sit on the pontoon boat and have
yeah,
some cocktails
yeah.
and watch all the
and watch
grandkids
the
do the water
grandkids.
sports.
We love to watch
That's
them
awesome.
out there playing in the lake. But yeah, and just out there at the beach area, you know, we just all get out there and float around in the water and just hanging out.
Enjoying life.
Yeah,
It's a
yeah.
beautiful thing, and you're creating memories for those kids.
We are. We hope the grandkids, and that's my daughter talks about it. You know, she talks about it because my grandson will bring his little dirt bike and he rides this whole thing for a couple hours. Then he's out surfing behind the boat. She said, "Where else can you do that?" I mean, this is just a unique piece of property for us,
It is pretty special.
and we can't see anything to replace it with on this lake. And I mean, we're happy.
And that's a beautiful thing. At some point, you're going to stop tinkering and start enjoying it.
Well, we still enjoy it,
Yeah,
and
we
we
do.
we quite try to quit by Memorial Day. Start again after Labor Day. Summers we take off.
That's a great
Yeah.
rule.
It's too hot. Don't want to do it anyway.
And that's a great rule because, of course, at that point, you've got time specifically where you're going to enjoy it.
Right,
Right.
because if you come down here working all the time, you don't
Yeah.
enjoy it as much.
When we're down here during the summer and the kids and the grandkids are down here, we want to be out in the water with them. and
Absolutely.
enjoy them, and you know, we take the boats and just ride around, and we'll go in another cove and just stop, and we hook up both boats together and we'll float around, and then you can go to break on the lake for dinner. And
Yeah, in fact, I think you went there last night.
Went last
We did.
night,
Yeah.
had a wonderful dinner, got to meet a real nice couple. They were going up to Harris to see the band
Okay.
after they left break on the lake, and it was real nice.
Yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff to do out here, though, isn't there?
All the time.
there is.
But, you know, and the thing of it is, Tony, we had probably 10 beach houses, 8 houses in Gatlinburg. My kids didn't go. As soon as we get the lake house, they said, "We love the lake." They said, "You know, you go to the beach, all you can do is sit on the beach, go to the pool. You can't drive a boat around. You can't do all these things." They love it here.
So, I know that y'all have done so much. Are you done yet?
Not quite. I figure within 2 years we'll be
2
kind of
years.
wrapping this place up. And
Okay.
there's a few little things we want to surprise people with, but we think it's going to be pretty when we get through.
I think it's pretty already. Listen, we appreciate so much having you guys. We appreciate you doing doing this with us and sharing your story. And the lake is a much better place since y'all have moved here. We really do appreciate it. And you definitely are very generous with your time and with your place. And so many people talk about your parties and how much fun it is down here. So we really appreciate you all.
We
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
y'all
y'all.
showing it to us.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Look what
Cheers.
you got us into.